Hi, it's Natasha Rothwell. I play Kelly on Insecure. I'm guest hosting this Facebook Live event. I'm not Jay Ellis. He's somewhere thinking about all that Lawrence has done wrong. I am here with none other than Sarunas Jackson, a.k.a. Dro, a.k.a. the tallest drink of water I've ever. He's so tall, y'all. He's so tall. But we are here to talk about last night's episode.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. The episode was hella out there, and we know you have thoughts and feelings about it. I know I do. Yes. So make sure to comment, send your thoughts and questions, and we'll get to them later on in this broadcast. But we want to know what you think. And okay, so Sarunas,
yes,
you have been very publicly Team Lawrence.
Lawrence Hive, to be correct.
Lawrence Hive.
Thank you. Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Team Issa all day. And I just wanted to remind you guys at home, if you guys aren't quick to remember, Lawrence met two young ladies at the grocery store in last night's episode. And he decides to bail on Chad, which is not bro code. Come on, that's not great. And he takes the afternoon to sort of hang out with them.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the clip.
Hey, Dum Dum. Where are you going with all that drink?
Just going to my boys to pregame.
Does he look like Craig to you?
Oh my God. He does.
I know, right?
So, what are y'all getting into?
We're probably just gonna be chilling at the house, drinking some wine, trying to stay out of trouble.
Y'all in trouble?
Depends. Man, sucks that you're gonna be hanging out with your boy tonight.
What? No, I don't have to. I don't have to see him. I mean, you know, we play in a rec league together. We're not even really that close, you know. And technically, you guys bought the alcohol, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to put you on the spot, Sarunas. Has anything like this ever happened to you? I mean, you're just out in the world and you find yourself in a predicament like this?
Maybe not as intense.
Maybe not.
You know, and maybe not so right away, because I was like, parking lot.
Gone to the races. That was a very,
You know, maybe you meet and then it cooks for a little bit, and that weekend, next weekend or something like that. I don't know, but maybe not not that intense what happened with him, but
I can't get two people to have dinner with me, let alone have a little sexcapade.
Yeah, I don't know.
What would you have done if you were in his shoes? Like, would you totally bail on your friend?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm actually going to tell you the authentic real bro code is, listen, this is happening.
Yeah.
And his response is what Chad's response should have been.
Yes.
With the Romy Rome and the house all for your mouth. Like, just like that was amazing. Like, that's his boy.
That's his boy.
Support.
That's his support. 100%.
Yeah.
Kanita wants to know, does Lawrence want that old thing back now, or is he just realizing the grass isn't always greener? Right. I like this question. Kanita, great question.
Yeah, Kanita, that's a great question.
Yes.
I think that...
Because he's outside of her plays.
Absolutely.
Sad.
Yeah, real sad, you know. Hey, listen, I just want to remind everybody, Lawrence Hive, we have feelings too. We're not near.
Y'all got that. Lawrence Hive took an L last night.
Like, I don't know.
An L.
He made it seem like an L. He should have been like, listen, I'm good. You guys should have talked to this game plan as a team should have been better. That's all. Like, I'm sorry. He got, that's what
he did the best he could.
Yeah, exactly. He got to be superhuman. But I feel like people just keep forgetting is that people handle hurt in a different way. And he was extremely hurt. I mean, because he went through a lot with her from actually being very promising and then hitting his low.
Yeah.
And then being motivated to do better, not only for him, but for them.
Yeah.
Not even just for her, but for them as unit. And then to get hurt like that. And it is important that it was with a producer in a music studio because we have egos and we don't like that.
Okay.
If it was a teacher in his apartment, maybe we could.
Maybe.
You know, it won't.
Was the
it wouldn't
producer
have
of it?
Maybe he wouldn't have kicked the coffee.
I don't
table
have
over.
the constitution of the Lord's hive, so I don't know what is actually stoking the fire of the hive. But the
Because
producer part of it was the grossest part.
Here's the thing. I know I've rapped a lyric throughout the years where a rapper has said something like, you know, getting it in the studio, something.
Yes.
Now you're a rapper.
Now you're a rapper.
That I've rapped at some point in my life. This is the girl I did not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like,
he's
all that
he's a
was-
living rap lyric.
So, you know, and I think the way he's trying to heal himself, you know, is, you know, it's wrong, but not necessarily wrong, but not necessarily good for him all the time.
Is he
being
built
so
for the
quick.
streets? This is my
Exactly.
question. Because I watched this episode
He's a big guy.
and I was like, is he built for them streets?
You know, he's like Chad has mentioned that, and yeah, he's definitely not Chad.
He's not Chad.
Chad could have done that and be like, look, I don't care if you're not getting yours, I'm out. He could. I believe Chad would
would have been like, thank you for playing, and just like, it would have been win-win-win.
Exactly, boom.
Boom.
But, you know,
Lawrence was
gets
in his
He gets in
feelings.
his feelings, he feels, you know, so it's,
He was in his feelings.
you know, but he's hurt right now, and so is Issa, you know, but they're trying to bounce back.
They're trying to get
They're
back.
trying to bounce back.
They're trying to bounce back. They're trying to figure it out. That's one of the things that I love about this season.
Absolutely.
Because like in most relationships, you
Yes.
only see one side of a breakup.
Yes.
And this is, you get to see like both of them
Oh.
actually, like, and it's not just them, it's their friends.
Exactly. And you
The-
could feel for both. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I do think though, you know, I think he misses her every day. I think he thinks about her all the time because you don't just forget that. You don't just forget about love. You don't, and something that was that real.
You can't say all that sweet stuff with your deep voice. We're going to move right along.
We're
going to move right along since we're talking about feelings.
Yes.
Let's talk about dating, okay?
Yeah.
Because Issa, she gets swiped left to her face in this episode.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful to her face.
Yes.
Have you ever been swiped left to your face?
Oof. You know, I've never had like where it was premeditated. We're gonna meet up.
Right.
And then they're just no. That's never happened to me. But maybe where I might have misread something. Where throughout the time, you know, we're giving each other eye contact. She's smiling and everything. You go up to her. You're talking for a little bit. You have this conversation. At the end, you're like, all right, would you like to exchange information? No, I'm sorry and stuff.
What were we doing for the
Why did I have this whole conversation with you about like? I don't need new
I asked
friends.
about your brother. Like, why did I do that?
I told you about my future goals. Why are we?
I don't want to know about your life.
Yeah, I don't need
What are we
new
doing?
friends. I don't need new friends. No.
What would qualify as your like worst date ever? Like, do you have one where it's just like you go home at the end of the night and you're just like, maybe I should just give up on the whole thing?
You know what? It's funny because I.
A lot. A lot of sad.
a lot of sad.
A lot of sadness.
A lot of sadness brewing.
Yeah.
You know what? This was a bad judgment call on my part anyway, but it was basically a girl who was very, I like to say I'm ahead of my time, so I speak like this a lot, where I'm like, she's very in tune with this generation and how it is, very with the technology and stuff. So she was buried in her phone. And I remember for like 45 minutes we're eating and stuff like that. She looked up like, I counted, it was 2 or 3 times at best. And I was just like, no, honey, this is not it. And she was like maybe a little displeased at how I wasn't so like, you know, I didn't care about, I call her like a social media girl. And I was just like, I should have just clocked that from the beginning, not even wasted my time here. It's
Yeah.
like, I need
You were wanting to
human
have like
interaction.
a meaningful conversation.
like-
and she was like taking a picture of her food.
Yeah, I was like, do you want me to DM you while we're here? I don't know what you want me
Yeah.
to do here. So yeah, that was terrible. I definitely don't like that type of girl. Eye contact and conversation, please, phone face down, you know. Just put it down. You could live for a while.
Yeah.
You're good, you know.
There was a game that I heard about girlfriends playing where you put your phones in a stack and if you reach for the phone, you pay.
Pay the bill.
I love that.
Should have played that game.
You should play that. Made her pay for it.
And I still paid.
You still paid.
I was so mad. I was like, because you know, at the end of the day,
That's good.
my reputation's still gonna be good in these streets. And her friend is like, yo, you messed up. I'm like, look, I'm gonna be open arms to her. But listen, whatever. So it's all strategic.
Yeah, it's also strategic. You're trying to make sure.
Strategy.
I love that. I love that.
What about yours?
My worst date was I met this guy on an app, and we went on a date, and he mentioned that his friends saw like my profile and was just like, "Oh, John, you love Latinas," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not Latina." And he looked so disappointed. He was physically shook, like he was upset. And at this point, I'm like, well, maybe I can like look at Ancestry.com and give you a branch, like something.
A strand of something.
Can we just finish the app before you like completely dismiss? I was real upset.
You know, the question is, if you're attracted, how did the nationality change anything?
Right?
I don't understand where it was like,
know.
oh, you look good. Like, oh, you're not Dominican. Oh, lo siento, mommy, but bye.
Right.
Like, you know, I don't understand.
I don't
like,
understand either.
Yeah.
You know what else I don't understand? I went out with him a second time. I did.
Second
I
choice,
was
second
just-
time's your
second
choice
time.
now.
I mean, if you are single and in your 30s, you just
Right.
kind of try to figure some stuff out. You know what I mean?
Maybe it was just a little speed bump. You
You
know?
just-
a
you
little more forgiving.
A little more forgiving.
Yeah.
Let's look at some more fan comments. Let's
Yes.
see. Is this Dro, and we can't do any spoilers, is this Dro to go after, is it right for Dro to go after Molly when they share an obvious connection which could jeopardize not only his marriage, but his friendship with, this is like Sola? Thank you, Sola. This is getting
Hey,
very.
so you're getting this impact. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Isn't that crossing some sort of line? Like, is it right for him to like try to catch his like childhood best friend?
Right. Here's what I'll say, and shout out to Prentice, because we had amazing conversations about this to really understand, and we would both come into conversations with already thinking some of the same things, and that was great. The thing is, I think, first of all, the pursuit, actually, I like to clarify this. There was a mutual moment that happened.
There was.
It was fun and games with friends. I'm pointing out dudes for, or Dro is pointing out dudes for, what about my man here? What about my man here?
Yeah.
Talking about good times. Song comes on. Oh, we're going to go dance. We used to battle all the time, right?
Yeah.
And then Slow Motion comes on.
Slow Motion.
It's a dangerous
a
song.
lot of people get caught. Slow Motion has caught some people.
It has caught people.
It has caught some people.
You know, so obviously it's, you dance accordingly.
You did.
You know, you gotta
follow the rules.
Exactly.
You gotta follow the
We
rules.
follow rules around here.
Yeah, the song Slow Motion. That's Slow Motion.
Exactly. And you see everything get, and then they meet. It's just they both get caught.
There's a spark of I could see it. Like first of all, the chemistry between you two is like amazing.
Shout out to Yvonne.
I mean,
amazing.
Just to see you guys work,
Right.
work that connection in that moment. I think me as the audience, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Before you even put it out there, I was like, okay.
Right. So I mean, I guess to finish off the thought was just like when that mutual moment happened, and him knowing the situation where he says, is that, well, I'm okay to go through with this moment, and to catch you up to speed, because I know you're uncomfortable right now. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's kind of almost similar what happened with Daniel and Issa. They had history and childhood, and I think sometimes, especially when you're separated for a while and you come back and you're, man, look at such and such looking like that.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you used to have buck teeth and everything. You know what I mean? It's just all that. It's just, and then it's just memories, and that is something nostalgic about it. And then
that history is hard to compete with. When someone knows you and knows like you said, the braces you, the thick glasses you, the knobby knees you.
Yeah, right.
That they can appreciate how far you've come.
And then that's where it happens. That's where it gets a little testy.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
We've got some more questions here.
Oh yeah, bring them on.
Do you think an open relationship could really work? That's a great one. That was from Carrie.
That is a good.
I appreciate this question. I think absolutely could, but the participants have to all understand the rules and what's going on, because people can get really hurt. Jealousy is very real. And so I feel like, I think in the abstract, it can absolutely work with the right people. Is Molly the right person? That's what we're going to have to watch to find out. But that's the thing where I'm just like, when you think about where she's at right now, she
Right.
it's kind of perfect when you think about it.
You know, if she were to explore that, I think that she's more, last season, hell no.
Right. Last season, no.
And
But she's trying to be more open.
absolutely, absolutely. And maybe because, I don't know, I mean, especially she had this great guy, and shout out to Sterling, you know.
Sterling.
You know, shout out
I've
to
been trolling
him.
him on Twitter. He won't respond.
You know,
I want a bad date with him.
That's bad, damn.
I mean,
she's spoiled. She's spoiled, right?
She's spoiled, right?
You know, I'm just
if Molly
like-
can have a bad date.
She is spoiled. You know, you see
Yeah.
her looking off guys jogging with her shirts off. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, she's strong. You
She's
know,
strong.
she's strong. But I think since she's trying to be a little bit more free, you know, you would think like right now maybe it could be good, but then I just think about it's hard to shake how you've been for a long time.
Yes.
And you know, you heard her mention, does anybody marry like my parents anymore? That's been her example for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to shake that. Like that's your foundation and core. Even if you are testing new waters,
Yeah.
you get in the deep end. I don't know how long you'll be swimming. You know, so you gotta see. You gotta
We'll
see how this
We'll
pans
see.
out.
I love that we're talking about it. A lot of the comments that I've seen, fans are excited that we're talking about this topic, especially in Black culture, because we're so known to be pretty sort of
Absolutely.
textbook.
Yes,
and so this is
absolutely.
nice to see, sort of like, let's explore
Yeah.
the world of sort of
Yeah.
Black sexuality and like what's going on.
I mean, I've talked about this a little bit. But we'll see with Issa is that it was crazy because around the time getting this audition, I was at the tail end of a relationship and we were exploring that.
Really?
It's the craziest thing when I got this. I was like, wow, like, okay, so.
So the relationship you were in at the time were just like flirting with the idea of being open as you were auditioning for this part.
Yep. Well, no, actually, no. We already started it.
You already started shooting this part.
We were already like with not this part, but me and her we were already exploring that, and then I get this audition,
Art imitating life.
and I was just like, does somebody know Issa that's in
That
my
know
life? Because this is crazy. And he's half black, half
Wow.
Latino. I'm black, and shout out to Panama, you know, Panameño. And so I'm like, wow. I was just like, this is insane. So that's like for me, to answer her question, I think it can, but
Yeah.
there just has to be 100% trust in the partners.
Yeah.
I think you guys have to definitely connect, you know, mentally, spiritually, physically, and then
Yeah.
go from there. And then, like you said, what you said was very key. All participants understand what's going on in the rules. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, priority is who I'm with, you know. And
Yeah.
So,
That
yeah.
is art. It's like, if at the time I got the show based off of what was going on in my life,
Right.
I would be on a show about home improvement and like
Yeah.
making specialty cupcakes.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of food-based and home improvement-based television.
Right,
So I'm
right.
glad
Flipping
that
houses, I would've been
flipping
doing
house-
that
I'm
'cause I was
glad
watching a lot of
that
that.
your version of art and life that I want to watch.
Right.
This would have not been a great show. Let's see. We got some more questions coming in.
on.
People saying, "Dro, be careful. Familiarity breeds contempt." Ooh, people have opinions.
Wow.
And then that was from Michelle. And then, I hope Molly doesn't act on her attraction to her friend's husband. Nothing but trouble there. People are scared.
You know,
people are
it's
scared.
you know, and like you said, look, especially in our culture, that's not something we
No.
really do.
One of my favorite lines from last night was when Molly's just like, "You got married in a church. You got married in a church."
Look, I didn't expect things to happen like that. Yeah,
You know?
he was like, you got married.
You
in a
didn't get
church."
married by a river by a Wiccan. It was like, this is something more traditional. She's expecting traditional.
Yeah, and the line, I think Issa said it, was, I thought that was white people stuff, because we don't really explore too much like that.
Right,
Shout out to
right.
white folks for just exploring, do your thing, because we got to embrace a lot of stuff,
You just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I love that this particular storyline is like trailblazing, and that we get to see. We gonna see. Buckle up, y'all. Buckle up.
So fun.
It's gonna be very cool.
Absolutely.
We have a Dro Hive. This just popped up. Hey,
lean into it.
Leaning into the Dro Hive. How has your social media reception been? Are they into it?
I've gotten a lot of support.
a lot of support
I was just
from a lot of women.
Yeah, there's been, and you know what? I appreciate that. It's really
great.
Nice. It's been a lot of great things said, and
Yeah.
but even a lot of the fellas, and even some people who've been fans of some past work.
Okay.
You know, coming like,
I
man,
love
like
that.
just like really following, and I really appreciate that. And some of the
awesome.
fellas like, and listen, as an ambassador of Lawrence High, and obviously the president of Dro High.
Oh my goodness.
I will align and be allies.
Be allies.
Obviously, we gotta talk with Jay just to confirm.
Just
this,
to confirm
but
the Hive
as an ambassador,
partnership.
I'm motioning it.
I'm glad. See, in social media, I've gotten a lot of DMs from men who want to be burped. So, again, different journeys for different people. Different journeys for different people. So,
And the sad thing is, they're thinking it's something
they think it's a
way
real
more than you actually
limited,
talking about.
just like a
burping somebody.
Yeah.
That's just. But hey.
It's what happens. Lean into
First of all, I got that from Elan. It's one of the best things that was ever said to me. I took a survey of what insecure character are you?
Yes.
And real quick, and me going in, I'm like, we know who it is, Lawrence, I'm answering stuff, and at the end, I get Daniel. And it was because of favorite rapper or whatever, and it was
The
a Drake
rapper?
answer that I think that's what did it for me.
It skewed the result.
Because Lawrence would have said Jay-Z.
Right.
But I said Drake because I was like, yeah, I love Jay-Z too. But I was just like, Drake,
Right.
And I think that's what made me Daniel. But I texted that to the group.
Yes.
And he was like, and Elan was like, hey, just lean into
Just
it.
lean into it. Just lean into it.
That was
Don't
the
fight it.
funniest.
Don't fight it.
I've been saying that.
Just lean into it. Lean in. I'm gonna lean away from men who want to be burped. Like that's my line. So don't put that on your dating profile. I was swipe left. I'm not here for it.
Burps, yeah.
You were just
That was
into burping.
I'm 6'5" from New York. I love getting burps. It just says some stuff like that.
Respect.
Right. Respect. Yeah.
Let's see where we are. I think, we have a Kelly comment. I'm going to read this. Richard, I love the character Kelly, who's the most open-minded person on the show. You had me last night. Would I do Derek? Should I do him? Our people need to be like that. Thank you. I had so much fun in last night's episode. Directed by Prentice Penny.
Shout out, man. You
Out.
killed it.
His directorial debut.
Oh.
He's the showrunner of the show. He runs the room. He's
Like-
out here with his own show.
Right.
That's not even he's just doing the most and doing it all well.
I told him, I was like, you're my mentor and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
You're my mentor.
So many people are just looking up to him
Yes.
because he's the standard bearer across the board, but then also last night's episode is a treat to just go to swingers and eat some fries.
And lecture.
And just,
extracurricular
I can't put my
activities.
finger on exactly what happened
was a
at Swingers,
cheat day.
but it was the cheat day.
Cheat day.
It's a cheat day.
I will say though, definitely like what you do with Kelly, you're one of my favorite characters of all TV shows because it's a genuine from the belly laugh. And you're saying like things, there's a side where people are like, where did she come up with this stuff? And I'm always, whoever I'm with, I'm like, she said that she's improvised, she's gold, you know what I mean? She's gold. And then there's a side where, you're kind of saying people's thoughts as well. You'll say something, they're like, thank you, Kelly. It's just, and even because they're the Kelly and their friends group, you know what I mean? And like I saw that too, if somebody called you a national treasure. And I'm like, you and Lisa, who plays
Lisa Joyce, yeah.
Frida. I seen that for both of you guys, and I wholeheartedly agree. You guys are amazing. Like, you really kill it. So good.
I'm gonna swipe right in person.
There we
How
go.
you do that? I'm just
There
gonna
we
do
go.
that. That's what I'm gonna do. That's all the time we have for today's Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Jay, wherever you are, continue to think about what Lawrence has done and try to figure out how to fix it.
We support you. We're here though.
The Hive's here in full effect. But before we sign off, I want to encourage everyone to check out Insecure's Insta story, where the cast is telling their bad dating stories. You get the lowdown on everyone's bad dates.
Yes.
And check out, let me see what else. Oh, share your own your bad dates.
Please.
Solidarity.
Please.
Check it like hella bad date, #hella bad date.
Yes.
And you could just score some HBO Insecure swag to soothe the pain.
Right.
So shout out your bad stories. So I know I'm not
Absolutely.
alone and not out here with just men wanting to be birthed.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
You know
I
what I mean?
agree. Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Sarunas Jacksons for being here, aka Dro. Where can people find you on social media?
So everything, or Instagram and Twitter at RonJ, R-O-N as in Nancy, E-J-A-E, and you'll find me there.
Awesome.
Show love, I show love back.
Show love. He'll show love back. And then next week we'll have another guest host. I'm really excited to see who that is.
Right.
It's not me. And it's going to be great. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.